Okay, so next we're making our raisin bread pudding. So we have oiled our dish. Put a little too much oil in this one, but it's fine. Olive oil on our dish, and we have our bread. And unfortunately, these are fresh bread, so we're gonna toast them just a little bit and put them in the oven for a few seconds to get the moisture out of the bread, and we'll go from there. So this is bread pudding, and if you like my videos, please subscribe and like. Would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So we just put it in the oven just to get the moisture out. It's supposed to be still bread, if you know what I mean. So just get them get the moisture out, and then we start doing the next step. This is what I was trying to avoid, the cinch, but it's okay, you guys. Let's take it out properly. Okay, so here you go, tap. This is what we want. Just gonna dry out the bread a little bit, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and then mix them all together. So we're gonna put our bread in our dish. We're gonna put this to 350. Let that preheat to 350. And we're going to put our bread in our dish. And there we have our slightly toasted bread, and I just put a little bit of raisins in between everything. So now we're going to get the pudding. So we're going to work on our pudding, okay? So first we'll need, I'm doubling the recipe, so it's requiring 4 cups of milk. So I had this carton, and this is exactly 4 cups. So we're gonna chill this. I mean, it's chilled, but we need it room temperature. So let's put her on the stove. Now you only need a half a teaspoon on a regular recipe, but because I'm doubling, I need 1 teaspoon, because a half and a half is a whole. So, there we go. And there we go. I'm going to stir this, because we don't want this to get hot, guys. We just want it to get the coolness off. This is fresh milk. 3 tablespoons of butter inside your milk, and we're making a custard for the bread pudding. Okay, so you got 3 tablespoons of butter in your milk, and you're only going to scald the milk, as he calls it. Scald means you're just getting it slightly warm, not hot. He says the edges should be a little boiling, about to boil. So I almost made a mistake. So I said 3 tablespoons, which technically yes, but because I'm doubling the recipe, I need 6 tablespoons. So I put in the extra 3 tablespoons of butter, and it's 2 cups of milk, and I have 4 cups because I'm doubling the recipe. So because I need a half of cup of sugar, and I'm doubling my recipe, I have 1 cup of sugar right here, and we're gonna put that in. Okay, and then we're gonna test. Make sure your hands are clean now. The butter's melting, so that means the milk is just about just simmer around the edges. because he said they will start to bubble on the edges. So as soon as you see the bubble, then you know it's time to take it out. Let's put a little extra. I would like to put a little extra sugar, just a teensy bit, not a lot. You don't want to overdo it. Just gotta wait until she gets a little white on the edges. So it's asking for 1 tablespoon of vanilla. So there's our tablespoons. So because we're doubling the recipe, that's 1, 2. Yeah, and then I'm being boring. Then mix it in. And I'm going to take this off the heat. You see I'm supposed to see bubbles, but I see steam. So that's telling me that it's steam. It's hot. And I'm supposed to add egg in here. So I don't want to cook the egg. So I'm going to take this off the heat. Now it's asking for 3 eggs. So because I'm doubling the recipe, I'm going to put in 6 eggs. So this is the first 3. And there's your 6 eggs, and then you're going to whisk these so you can put it inside here. Okay, so I whisk the egg, and now I'm going to put it inside here. And I tasted this, and it tastes quite nice, I must admit. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness my husband's not here, because he would murder it. So there's your 6 eggs. And we're gonna beat these real quick. We didn't want to cook the eggs as we were pouring it. Teamwork makes the dream work. I don't know if that's really there. There we go. Now you just put the liquid on, and then you just want to press it down just a little bit to avoid any air gaps. It smells so good, you guys. It really does. I bet you guys can't smell this. I can't wait till I eat it. Okay, so there we have it so far. In the oven it goes. Excuse the dirty oven, but the point is it doesn't get on the food. So we put this on at 350 and for 40 minutes, and if it gets any crispy on top, then you put some foil on top of it and let it bake the rest of the remaining of the way. Okay, so at 350 for 40 to 45 minutes. Now while that's in the oven, we're gonna work on our next sauce to go on top of the bread pudding. Now I'm making the sauce for the bread pudding, the gravy. So we're going to use 4 cups of milk. Normally you'll use 2 cups, but like I said, I'm doubling my recipe. So 4 cups of milk. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then turning your oven on, your stove on, So you can scald your milk to extremely hot, or you can use the microwave. Unfortunately, I don't have one. How sad. I miss it so much. So I gotta do it the old-fashioned way, everybody, on the stove. So you need 2 teaspoons of butter. So I have 4 because I'm doubling my recipe. So this sauce that we're making now is a creamy white sauce for the bread pudding, you guys. So this goes on top of the bread pudding. So and remember, my recipe for this one is duplicated. So it's requiring 2 tablespoons of butter. So it's 4 tablespoons in here. It's asking for 2 tablespoons of flour. So I'm putting 4 tablespoons of flour, and then we're gonna whisk the flour with the butter. Okay. So that's 1 tablespoon of flour. 2, 3, 4, and then now I've got to whisk it. So it wants me to whisk. For the sauce, this is what it looks like. And what I did just now, I added in some of the milk, and it went like this. So I need to continue to pour. Here we go. Continue to whisk. Wants me to pour the milk in. A little at a time, and whisk until it gets thick, and then you repeat the process. It's getting thick right now. It's getting harder to stiff. So I'm gonna push this over to this side. This was the original part. Then we'll put that part over that burner. There we go. I'm gonna get the little spoon. Oh, I can't. It's over there. So I think this is it. I'll put that in the wash. That's next to be washed. So I need to continue. You gotta spin this frequently, you guys. Shake. I'm sorry. Can't just let it sit because it's gonna boil. So there's our brown sugar. So we need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, but because I'm doubling the recipe, what do we need? We need a full cup. Let me shut up. Sound like Dora, ain't it? So there's our 1 cup, and we're gonna pour this sugar to see. And I can't do this with one hand. I wish I had help. Okay. So now we put in 1 cup of brown sugar, which technically you only need a half a cup on a regular recipe, you guys. So, sorry for the loud noise. I forgot on the camera. And then we just continue to spin this. It's getting thicker, so definitely feed it. Now this is the part where it's asking for brandy, the alcohol. So I didn't want to buy a full flask because I don't drink alcohol. So I was recommended to buy this product. They said it's similar to brandy. So we need 3 teaspoons of this, which it's, remember, is double the recipe. But I don't think I'll be getting 6 tablespoons, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tablespoons, y'all. That's all it gave me. 5 tablespoons. Nothing in there. So that's not bad. And this goes on top of the bread pudding. Adult only. This is an adult dessert only. Okay, here's my end results, everybody. Here's my bread pudding with brandy sauce. And it's thickening. They said that as it sits, it thickens. So this goes on top of the bread pudding. Looks so good and smells good too. And this is the smaller piece. Yum, yum. Food porn. Food porn. There's my sauce. There's the other one. Oh my God, my house smells so good, you guys. So there's the bread pudding and there's the carrot cake. This is just a trial dessert, you guys. Something that my husband can look forward to later on this evening when I cook dinner. Cookie and cream, bread pudding with the bourbon white sauce. Have a good one.
Nice texture. It says more. You have any more?
Dinner. So it's not burnt.
It's a tease.